Hello people of the world, hello my subscribers and visitors of today. Kindly subscribe if you are visiting. Welcome back to the Africans for Africa. Welcome back to the beautiful views of Kigali. You see, we're in Rwanda and it's very beautiful. We are here and people have been asking how we managed to come here. In this video I'll be telling you everything what you need to come here as you with your family, including little kids. What do you need? I'm going to give you 10 points which if you follow them you'll be sure that you have a smooth stay and a beautiful stay in Kigali, Rwanda and any other part of this country. So number one, you definitely need a place to stay. And a place to stay, you need to look online, because if it's not your country, you have to go online and check where will I be staying when I go there. The reason why you're starting with a place to stay is because you cannot buy a ticket to go somewhere before you can even get a place to stay. Okay? You don't want to take your kids to somewhere blindly. You want to go to a place where you're going to, even if you get to Kigali, if you come to Kigali at maybe 11 p.m, you just take a taxi or whatever and go to the place where you stay. After you get a place to stay, you need to now go and buy your ticket. And this time, because we are talking about traveling or coming to Kigali, which is Kigali from the locals. You're coming to Kigali on a budget. You're not going to use an airplane. We are talking about the bus. The bus takes approximately 24 hours from Nairobi to Kigali. So you will need to be ready for that. The return ticket for the bus is about $100. But for the airplane will be like $750. So that's why we are working with the bus, because it's on a budget. Okay, so you go to town. There are many buses which come to Kigali. Ourselves, we use Trinity. It's good, it's comfortable, the seats are okay. You have seen on one of the videos and you can see on this one, so maybe you can try it or try another one. So you buy the ticket, then you set your date, and on that day you appear, you get a real ticket, and you enter the bus. So after that, remember it's a whole 24, 25, 26 hours trip. What else do you need for that trip? Remember, you also have kids in your journey. You're also coming with your children. One thing that you cannot leave is food. And remember, on the road you cannot be eating snacks everywhere. And this bus only stops for like 10 minutes. You get your snacks, you back in the bus. So the best thing and what I would recommend is you cook your own food. Make sure you cook food that doesn't go bad in a span of maybe 15 hours, because that's when now you eat. At some point you spend the whole night in the bus, sleeping in the bus, but when you wake up in the morning you can have your snack. But before you slept, you need to have eaten the food. So cook your food, pack your food, carry your food, and make sure you also carry some money. Why? Because on the road you'll be buying some snacks. And if it's possible, make sure you have, if you're coming from Nairobi, have some Kenya shillings. When you get to the border, convert some Kenya shillings to Ugandan shillings. You get a lot of money. For 1,000 you get 30,000. So it's a lot of money. For 100,000 you have 3 million. So you'll be a millionaire. But you don't need all that, because in Uganda you stop like 3 times. Kampala and maybe twice on the road. Barara and somewhere else. So you only buy snacks and that's all. So guys, as you carry your food, as you carry your snacks, as you buy your snacks, that the money that you have carried will also be used to buy water. Imagine for 25 hours in the bus, you need a lot of water. Even after you sleep, you wake up, you need, Also, remember, make sure that you won't have eaten bad food the previous day. You don't want to go running, because the bus won't be stopping everywhere, and if you have a running tummy, you have a problem. Number 4, remember you guys, you're sleeping on the bus, so you will need warm clothes. You need at least a Masai shawl, shuka. You need to cover yourself. You need to sleep well in the bus, so make sure you have warm clothes for the night. Okay, now the 5th one, if you are able, have some dollars, and I'll tell you why. On the border between Rwanda and Uganda, they won't take your shillings as the next, and you need Rwandese francs. So when you have some dollars, you can always buy some Rwandese francs. When you get here, you need to take a mode of transport where you're staying. That's why you need at least have some $5. That would be enough to take you around Kigali where you're staying. At least buy them somewhere in Nairobi. That would be like 600. If not, buy like $10. That would be like 1,300 Kenya shillings, and carry them with you, at least for security. Then when you get to the border, make sure you don't exchange most of your dollars, because they know that you don't know the exchange rate, okay? Unless you've been here, yeah. And then number 6, you need to have an open mind, and with an open mind, I mean this. When you get to Kigali, the best mode of transport is boda. In Nairobi, bodas are very chaotic. They won't give you a helmet. They carry a lot of people. They go wrong side of the road. In Kigali, boda is like a vehicle. It's a car. So they respect the traffic rules. They carry on one person. Whenever you get there, you're given your own helmet. There's a very nice order. This order everywhere. So it's the best mode of transport. There are local buses and all that. But when you get here, you won't have known all that. We have stayed for a weekend. We have not managed to use the local transport around the city. So the best is the border. That is motorbikes, and they are also very affordable. Imagine for like 30 minutes on a bike, you pay 2,000 Rwandese francs. That's like $2. Imagine, or $1.50. So they are very affordable. So have a very open mind of what you come to find here. Also guys, on the open mind, make sure that when you are here, you try to learn some words in Kinyarwanda. Why? Because most of the Rwandese people speak Kinyarwanda, all of them actually. All of them. But the only thing I can tell you is some speak Swahili, so you are covered if you know Swahili. Some speak English, so you can communicate, and others speak French, Francais, so you are covered if you know. But some only speak Kinyarwanda only, so it's good that you get to know some words. But if you know Kikuyu, you'll be very covered, because Kinyarwanda is like 20% to 30% Kikuyu. It's very surprising when you hear them say Magoro, Bere. It's very surprising. So Kinyarwanda has a lot of Kikuyu words in, and when they speak, you can always get something. If you can manage to have an international bank with you, you are good, because when you're here, you need to withdraw your money. Not like in the US or Europe, you can always carry euros. Here, you won't find this money in Kenya. So when you come here, it's only when you can. It's either you carry dollars or you have a bank account. For us, we had Equity Bank, and it was working perfectly. You can because Equity Bank is in Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, so you can always withdraw your money. The only problem with Equity is at some point their ATMs don't work. You withdraw money, then they will tell you that they reversed. They don't give you money, then they say they reversed, and they don't reverse. So they blocked our card. They also didn't give us money until we went to the bank. So it's very difficult when you're in such a position. So I can advise you, whenever you use a card and it doesn't give you money, take your time. Wait, don't go to another ATM to withdraw. They might block your card. Just wait and talk to them. Maybe the next day tell them you haven't reversed my money and all that. But if you go using another account, ATM, they might block your card. So that's what we did, and we saw fire. But we managed to pull through. We went to the bank, we got money. But still, if you have an M-Pesa, there are places where you can set M-Pesa and you get some francs. So that's number 6. Number 7, you need to ask your host the prices of motorbikes, the motorbike, before you go to take a motorbike. If you know where you're going, ask how much will it cost, so that you can always bargain. Because when they know you are new, they will still hike the price, just like in Kenya. When they know you are new, they will tell you 1,000, it's 100. So it happens here. Number 8, you need very much to have known Google Maps. Because Google Maps is what will help you to know the places that you are going, how far is it from your area, what can you do there. So if you don't know how to use Google Maps, it's tight. If you not Google Maps, you can always use Safari. If you have an iPhone, you can use Google Maps if you have the Microsoft phones. So know the area on the map so that you don't get lost. You can always navigate yourself back to where you stay. Then another thing that you really need is data. You need internet. So when you get here, buy a SIM card. The reason why you're buying a SIM card is because you can communicate, you can buy internet, and with internet you can use Google Maps, they don't have Uber, they have a local cab called Yego Moto. Yego means yes, so yes Moto. So you can, they have cabs, they have their motorbikes. So you can have data, you download the app, you can use Yego. The problem is when you call, you speak in Rwanda. So it's easier to go and just get a motorbike somewhere on the street. There are a lot. You can't even count them. But they are very convenient, and so they have like 4 or I'm not sure, but they have MTN, they have Airtel, they have Tigo, they have Mango. So I was being told that if you need a good deal for internet, go for Mango. It's fast, it's good. The rest are chaotic. We tried MTN, it's not working. I'm not trying to ban their reach, that's true. So guys, with that, I hope you like this video. Kindly, if this is your first time, subscribe and also share this video. Leave a comment if you need to know something else. If you would like to come to Rwanda without a lot of hassle and all that, you can contact us. We have our Assembly Travel, where you can always book our itineraries and come visit different places here in Rwanda. Also, watch our video on where we stay, and if you want to come and stay here because it's so beautiful, it's so serene, we have beautiful views, watch our video on the house, and also on as we interview the owner, and you can pick his number and call him. You'll be covered. Nice place, beautiful area, no noise, just the dogs. You heard the dogs. So thank you for watching. Murakoze.